Recently just bought this Jack Spania big brake kit, and I've had nothing but problems with it. So we went just the Wilwoods for dependability and reliability. So I know you haven't seen a video from me in a while. Still have the Challenger right here chilling, but now have a 93 Civic SI hatchback. Been modifying this here for a little while. Been throwing some carbon at it because we have to, and cleaning it up. But recently just bought this Jack Spania big brake kit, and I've had nothing but problems with it, and I want to put a video on it because I've only seen one video really on YouTube about it, and it wasn't the experience I had. I've had this kit now for about 9 days. I've spent probably 3 or 4 days trying to bleed this kit, unable to get this kit to bleed, and went back and forth with if I'm having issues with the kit itself or if it's a problem with my brake master cylinder or brake booster, which I hadn't tampered with. I still have my stock rotors and stuff, but I thought, hey, maybe it went bad. So I put a new brake booster, and I put a kind of a higher pressure rated master from a 91 Civic EX, so should be getting more pressure for the pedal with that. Went ahead and replaced, like I said, both of those, and the system still wouldn't bleed. I went ahead and picked up pneumatic pressure kit from Harbor Freight. Still wouldn't bleed. I had some friends come by, help me do this, and system still wouldn't bleed. So we ended up finding, my buddy came by, ended up finding that unfortunately I had stripped the threads right here for the bolt that goes from the brake line to the caliper. Both sides had a leak on both sides. We figured that's what it was. So these are the bolts that he provides with his kit, Jack Spania, and these are the OEM Honda bolts, and you can see they're larger, and these little short bolts just weren't grabbing enough thread. You can kind of see where it was gripping down there, and it literally stripped both of these calipers brand new. So I had to mess around with that. Ended up pulling the OEM ones out of the stock system, and those work fine. So I wasn't happy about that. Another thing about these is that the paint is so fragile on them. It literally chips away. You see the yellow up there? Just attaching this bolt up here, it already cracked the paint up there. And these aren't powder coated, it's obviously paint, and already cracked the paint there. And you can see the blue peeking through because I suspect they just painted over whatever brand this actually is. When you pull the pads off, where the cylinders are, it's all blue in there as well on both sides. So these were originally blue, and somebody just painted them yellow, which is, I feel like they should be powder coated. These came originally gray. I painted this black, and I painted this black because I just didn't like the gray. So that's on me. I thought I was going to be keeping the kit, so I was like, oh, you know what, let me go ahead and make them the way I like. So I painted them. That's why it kind of looks like shit right here, but the wheel was mounted up. The main issue I was having, they still wouldn't bleed, but the main issue I was having, so I drove the car up and down the street, and when I did, I got a bunch of wheel wobble, and you can see I was basically hearing metal on metal, and it was this rotor's wonky. See that? And it ate into the caliper. And so this one here is just not right. So I installed both sides the same way. There was nothing abnormal about the install part of it. Like I said, my OEM's one were on here. No problems with any of this type of shit at all. And so I put this kit on here and started to get that. So couldn't even look past the bleeding issue because I can't even drive the car at this point. I just want to put all this out there. If you end up getting this kit and you have good luck with it, make sure you add at least a 5mm spacer because your wheel will hit this. I did like this kit. I bought it because I like the look. I'm more of an aesthetic guy, as you can tell from the Challenger, so I like look. Performance is good too, but I like the way things look. So Wasn't a whole lot of stuff about this kit, but I bought it because I like the look. To me, it looks like the Challenger Brembos. Just the look of it. Plus, I like the, you know, the kind of the bar across the bottom. But there wasn't a whole lot of, you know, review, personal like experience with these. So I've had nothing but problems with it. I'm currently working to try to get this kit either, you know, refunded, partially refunded. I don't know. I'm not going to use it. I've had too many problems with it, and I'm kind of just over it. So I ordered a Wilwood set. The Wilwood set just came in today. Got our 2 calipers here, 2 rotors, and brake pads, and our bolts for the calipers to the car. So I did like their rotors. You know, they got the black already on them. These are drilled and slotted. Personally, I'm not so much of a fan anymore of the drilled, but you know, it is what it is. So all I care about at this point is reliability, and you know that that they break. So these are their caliper, and looks like their bolt, you can tell, is already longer. So compared to, yeah, look at that. That looks more like the OEM length. So somebody knows what they're doing there, right? I don't know what that nonsense is about. So we went just the Wilwoods for dependability and reliability. These are cool. I just, you know, I preferred this look, and yeah, this is the big brake kit, so they're a little bit more, you know, they're bigger, which I liked as well. So this is the 2 kind of sized up by each other, and you know, size difference, but I'm just over that kit, man. I'm over it, and I want to get my car on the road. I want to be able to drive it. I got other shit I'm doing to it, so I want to be able to move on to the next project. Here's the driver's side Wilwood setup. Oh, better take this out before I forget it. Driver's side Wilwood. This was the one that was rubbing and taking paint away. You can see the old fucking Jack Spania yellow paint right in there. But yeah, this one spins straight, easy peasy, no problem. We're back in business. So shout out to my boy Jose, Mr. Show Off, as always. And then show you the passenger side here, also done and on, and again, easy. So I went ahead and kept the Jack Spanier brake lines on there. That's the least they can do, is fucking give me their brake lines for the bullshit. I don't know. I suspect maybe something's going on. This was the driver's side one. I suspect maybe something's going on with the mounting in here to where it wasn't sitting flush. It's just a guess, because when I put it on the floor, it doesn't wobble. So I'm thinking maybe something isn't shaved down there right. I don't know, but it's not something I want to deal with, and it's not something I paid to have to troubleshoot. So my problem might have just been the rotor on that side, but the bleeding issue that I was encountering, I don't know what that is. Oh, you see all the blue in there? So yeah, real nice. Oh yeah, this was the driver. It's all eaten up. See that? So I don't know what's going on with the bleeding. These just will not bleed. I'm about to bleed my system here soon, so I'll have a follow-up here shortly. All right, so I went ahead and started the car, put it in first gear, let it roll a little bit, and got no leaks. I went ahead and bled the system with my pneumatic bleeder down there. That went well. I went around each wheel twice. Started with this wheel, jumped to that one, then this one, and then that one. I had my automatic filler on the reservoir while we did that, and capped it off. Started the car, firm pedal, and yeah, everything's good. So, you know, pedal's really firm right now. It's firm when I start it. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean things up here, put the wheels on, and just double check it drives good, and we should be good. All Alright, quick little test drive here just to make sure we're all good. And in fact, we are all good. The brakes work fantastic. So, pedal works, no problems at all, no bleeding issues at all. Pedal is firm, no complaints. The Wilwood bled literally the first try, but I went ahead and bled the whole car twice just to be sure. And geez, what a relief. So something absolutely wrong with the Jack Spania kit, not bleeding, and definitely there were clearance issues. So yeah, we're good. I just got to go through the break-in process, but other than that, we stopped, which is the most important part. My story has not concluded with them just yet. I'm currently talking to them through email to try and get my money back for this kit. I don't want it anymore. I don't want the problems. I don't want a replacement. I am 100% happy with my Wilwood set. It's working perfectly fine, beautifully in fact. So I don't want to ruin a good thing. But they are giving me a little pushback at the moment through email. They're currently probing about if I bled it right, if the brake master was bench bled, and I'm like, dude, I bled it and everything went on 100%, zero issues with the Wilwood kit. So if it was anything related to my car, I wouldn't have gotten it to go the first time. If anything, they owe me a brake booster and they owe me a new master since I paid for those out of pocket. But I'm gonna work with them through email and hopefully I'll have a resolve. Stay tuned to the description of this video. I'll post what ends up resolving from this issue. But yeah, we still got Challenger. I just haven't done much with her. Just some lighting and stuff. But the Honda's the new little project, so we got plenty coming for this. Definitely stay tuned. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.